Hey, this is Chris Fraser. It's ADHD Awareness Month, October 2025, but this video is actually for any month, any year, um, because awareness of ADHD, and for those of us with ADHD, we're aware of it all the fucking time. Oops, language. See, there you go. But in all sincerity, um, as an adult with ADHD, as a mental health professional that works with people with ADHD, it's very important to know, it seems almost overly simplistic, that you're not broken, you're not fucked up. They call it a disorder. It's a difference. It's a way of being. And many times we're taught to do all these things so we can fit in, be on time, not lose things we need each day, not to, forget our lunch for the fifth time in a month. When we go to work, we make it, we walk out. All the little things we do with this executive functioning, they call it, And I really want to talk to you briefly about learning to ride the dragon of ADHD. I like the idea of riding the lightning. It was a Metallica tour song years ago. But how do we ride this lightning? How do we not try to slay the dragon? Because it's so tempting to think you're a fuck up and just, fall into this trap of thinking that somehow everybody else has this right way of being and I'm somehow dysfunctional and because I have this difference, because I struggle to concentrate. I get easily flooded in social situations and blurt out, fuck. And everybody goes, oh man, we're in church, or we're at a funeral, Oh. So how do you do this? How do you ride the dragon? How do you slay it? One of the first ways is to begin to notice, and noticing is mindfulness, because what do they say? Oh, lack of concentration, impulsivity. You can train mental attention, although we have to do it differently. Mindfulness is like, people equate it with meditating, with sitting still and going, oh, Moni, baby. Mindfulness is just bringing your mind back to the present moment, which is right now. Where are you? Right here. But the ADHD mind is like a Ferrari, it's zipping around. It's like here, there, every fucking where. How do we find the brakes? One of them is with mindfulness. And we need a lot of compassion, because mindfulness, even when you're not ADHD, is tough, because we have this brain that's always racing to the future, to the past, all over the place. And it's not really here. We stub our toe against the bedpost. The bed didn't move. We just were caught in our head. And becoming mindful means just becoming aware and beginning again when you do find yourself forgetting things, messing up. And riding the lightning, that feels like, because some days we feel like we're just have all this lightning. How do we not burn ourselves up or put a lightning bolt between somebody else's ass crack by accident? Like, oh, sorry, I messed up, or I called you this or did that. How do we slow it down? One of the most important ways is our breathing. When you're ADHD, you walk around, at least I do, a lot of us do. What did I fucking forget now? Oh shit, what did I forget? Who did I forget to call back or email? Oh my God. Did I put a stamp on that envelope? That was years ago now. We do online shit. All these little freaking things. So we're running up here, our nervous system's running hot. We're breathing from up here going, oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Or we're really low and checked out and like, oh shit, probably don't even get up. I'm probably going to fuck up again. So that awareness, mindfulness, is first your breath. If you don't breathe, you're dead, man. So how do you slow your breathing down? Very easily, but hard to remember the stops. So stopping, locate that teeth. Stop. Breathe down your belly. Slow the fuck down. And when you do, your mind's going, don't slow down, because if not, you're going to get eaten and you can't keep up and you're going to fuck up. And just for a moment. If you watch Russell Westbrook, the basketball player with a temper, you see him at the free throw line. They taught him to breathe like this. Just to slow down. When you slow your breathing, it slows your body and mind down, just to get a moment. Where am I? Okay. Did I put the gas cap back on the car? shit, on the top of the car because the little thing fell off. Okay. Oh, wow. Well done. But sometimes when you slow down, you're not going to want to face what's showing up, like shame, sadness, fear. And so it's noticing these things and not running from them, but bringing some compassion. And compassion is just your own awareness to bring kindness to yourself as you would a dear friend or a puppy dog that you love, but for yourself, because we tend to be really fucking harsh on ourselves. It's because the repetition of how many times we forget, and we think if we beat the shit out of ourselves, that will help us. But when you beat the shit out of yourselves, even internally, when you say, I'm a fucking piece of shit, I forget this, I let people down, you're actually boom, shooting yourself in the head with all this criticism that ends up being cortisol. It's like being literally attacked. It takes practice. And I'm going to present to you not in an organized way, because that's not me. That's like linear structural farmer. I'm a hunter. I'm out there hunting. So I'm going to produce this video in a way that's authentically crazy, wild, beautifully neuromagnificent. I got a nervous system as the magnificent. It's wired in a way that's really beautifully just awesome the way it is. So I think one of the tough things also with ADHD is that you can get pretty isolated, because if you get close to people, if you don't call them back, they get pissed at you. And if you get isolated, then, you're like, okay, I'm the master of my own universe. Yes, we need solitude to reset because we feel so much. But taking your time to connect with those people who get you, that don't judge you, that don't make crazy jokes about you never having your wallet or all the goofy shit, Someone who doesn't tease you for being neuromagnificent. They might tease you, but, they know because they are that way themselves. That takes time to sense into who lifts you up, makes you feel supported, and who just constantly makes you feel like you're a shit. One of the hardest things as I work with many clients and with myself is to deal with oh shit moments, or oh fuck, I did it again. I didn't do that thing I was said I was going to do, or had to do that boring thing like an essay for that college class, for those things that you wanted to do but are boring as hell. Because ADHD is really a difficult time paying attention to boring shit. So hopefully this is not boring. That's why I'm cursing and speaking like a real person instead of hi, I'm Mr. Science. Let me tell you, executive function in your prefrontal cortex. That shit, you fall asleep and you turn this shit off. So if you are still listening, when you fall down, when you find yourself, when you're getting that really desperate thing, like, oh, damn it, is bringing a hand to your heart, to your face, because that touch brings you back out of your head into your body. And we don't need to practice being like a shithead or a dickhead to ourselves. We got to practice being kind, compassionate, and caring. Because the longest relationship you're going to have in this lifetime is with yourself. Then you forget about it. And if you don't care for yourself, man, it's tough, but it doesn't seem intuitive. It doesn't seem like the natural thing to do. So if you can just practice occasionally noticing that. One, notice, where your mind is. Where's my mind? Oh, I'm doing a video. Slow your breathing down. Right here. Right fucking now. Mind slows down, body slows down. Slow in and exhale. Mind slowing down. You can do it with me if you want to. If it doesn't feel too weird, just breathe together, people. Slowing down. And what do I need? I need some reassurance, maybe. Maybe I haven't eaten. Maybe I need to text a friend that I know that will, get me, understand me. Maybe I could just drop that shit stick I was just hitting myself with, covering myself with shit, reminding me of all the things that are not easy and that I didn't perceive I did well. It takes courage to be compassionate, to slow down and face those things that are not easy to face. But we need kindness, care. We need to choose it. It's tough being ADHD, but also it's fucking awesome being ADHD. And I don't even like that term because we can pay attention. We can sustain mental attention when it's fucking interesting, when it's stimulating, when it has meaning. Many of the most famous inventors and innovators in this world have been this way. Thomas Edison, light bulb. How many times did it take him to figure out the filament for the light bulb? 9,000 times. They said, hey, Tommy, wasn't it shitty that it took you 9,000 times? He goes, no. I know 9,000 ways it doesn't work. Einstein, Picasso, artist, Louisa May Alcott from woman author, Little Women, man. I love the Alcotts. So many people, athletes, musicians, engineers, so many people. We need these traits. But we need you to be available to you so you can rise up with compassion instead of that harsh shit stick. Bring love to yourself and care. And yeah, there are going to be parts of you that are going to say you don't deserve it. There's going to be parts of you that says this is fucking weird or stupid. But just trust it. We're mammals. We need warmth. We need care. Not because we're weak. It's because we need this to thrive and flourish. And this world is pretty harsh. So we need to grow this. We need to practice this. So take one or two things from this rant. Not even a rant. From this rambling wishes and pieces of information from my heart. Take that little piece and bring it with you. Integrate it into your life. And if you have someone you love with ADHD, share it with them. Plant those seeds and water them. And there's many places you can go to learn about all this. Just look up compassion-focused therapy, mindful self-compassion. There's a beautiful friend of mine, Dr. Dennis Tersch, and his wife, Laura Silverstein Tersch, that have compassion-focused acceptance and commitment therapy. The best of new brain, old brain attachment, and all kinds of lovely stuff that sets your life, free from this shit, from the cognitive and body of this stuff that we get bent about, that we, sometimes feel like we can't do shit. We can't live the life we want. So, sending a big hug out to all of you guys. If you don't like hugs, that's too personal. It'll hit the rock there. So, anyways, wanted to take some time to say these words. And if the perfect's the enemy of the good, it shuts you down. That's another thing with ADHD. A lot of times we get so scared of making so many mistakes that we're afraid. I know I felt that way. But the perfect, of course, you don't want to be thrown out of the tribe for being weird or messing up or having a video that gets censored because you said fuck too many times or whatever. Or you didn't look good, or your ditches under your eyes were too deep. Just do it with love and care. And practice riding the dragon, riding the lightning, and using compassion when you do get lit up or fall off the dragon or the dragon burns you. All right, that's my message. Imperfectly perfect. Lots of love. Take a bit of this with you. Make it your own. Happy, happy life. ADHD Awareness Month is really every month, especially if you or your loved ones are ADHD. Take good care. Thanks for sticking with me.